Hello everyone. Now I am going to continue with my session. So again I have a numerical. So in this numerical you can see the figure has four forces. So you can see four in that three are inclined forces and one is a direct horizontal force, and other three forces is having some inclination over the x and y axis. For example, you can see this 20 kilonewton force is having 30 degrees from y axis, and 52 kilonewton force is having 35 degrees from x axis, and 60 kilonewton is having 60 degrees from x axis. But it seems like 10 kilonewton force is a direct horizontal force. So we shall find resultant force and alpha through this figure, right? So for this 20 kilonewton force, if you resolve this, you will get x component and y component, right? So the x component is 20 cos 60 and y component is 20 sin 60, right? Why 60 means, see, this quadrant is having 90 degrees and it seems like the force is having the inclination of 30 degree from y axis. So from x axis it will be having 60 degrees, right? Because 90 minus 30. And again 52 kilonewton force is having 35 degrees with x axis. So 52 cos 35 and 52 sin 35. And for the 60 kilonewton force, this is 60 cos 60 degree and 60 sin 60 degree. So totally you have actually four forces, but three forces are inclined forces. So you need to resolve it into x and y component. So you will be having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 forces, right? So the 7 forces you need to assemble in equilibrium conditions, means summation of vertical forces and summation of horizontal forces. So vertical forces you have 1, 2, 3 forces, whereas horizontal forces you have 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Just assemble it. And sign conventions already have mentioned before in my previous session. So the same thing. So this side is positive and the opposite side is negative, and upward side is positive and again downward side is negative. So you can write like 10. So 10 kilonewton is facing positive direction. So this is plus 10 and minus 60 cos, sorry, this 60 cos 60 is also facing positive direction. So it is plus, and whereas this 52 kilonewton is in opposite direction. So minus 52 cos 30. And this 20 cos 60 seems to be in the positive direction, right? So write the equation and just get the value. So summation of f of x you will be getting like some values, and again just do the summation of f of y in the similar way, just organizing the forces. You will be getting 20 kilonewton. See, this 20 sin 60, it is in positive direction, and 52 sin 35, it is also in the positive direction, and the 60 sin 60 is in the negative direction. So just mention it and find the value of the equation. So you will be having two values. Just substitute it in the resultant formula. So finally you will be getting a resultant equation. It seems like summation of f of x is in positive and summation of f of y is in negative, right? So summation of f of x is in positive means sure it will be in the x axis positive side, right? And summation of f of y is in negative means it is facing in the downward direction, y axis in the bottom quadrant. So our assumption is the resultant will lie sure in the fourth quadrant, right? Because summation of f of x is positive and summation of f of y is negative. So this comes under fourth quadrant. So our resultant will lie under fourth quadrant. So alpha is equal to tan inverse of summation of v by summation of h, or summation of f of y by summation of f of x. So if you substitute, you will get the value of alpha, right? So you can conclude this numerical by saying that the resultant is in fourth quadrant, right? So I continue with the next numerical. So the last numerical I have is 3/4 system numerical. In this 3/4 system, you can see 800 Newton and 800 Newton force, right? And this is actually 100, right? 100 Newton force and 500 Newton force. But this 500 Newton force is not having any angles. So but in case of giving angles, they have given some triangle with respect to it. Means they have given the sides of triangle, the opposite side of triangle and 1, and adjacent side as 3. So you need to resolve it. So while resolving, you will be getting the opposite by see this theta you have to resolve, right? Afterwards you can use. If you resolve, you will get the value as 60 degree. I hope so. 60 degrees you will be getting after resolving this. Okay, and this 800 Newton is resolved into 800 cos 35 and 800 sin 35. This 100 Newton will be resolved into 100 cos 70. Why 70? It is given as 20, means it is not with respect to x axis. It is with respect to y axis. So you need to convert it. One quadrant is having 90 degrees. So 90 minus 20, obviously it will become 70 degrees. So you have to make it as 100 cos 70 and 100 sin 70. Again, for 500 Newton force, you need to change these forces. Finally, you will be getting 6 forces. So just assemble it and write with respect to the sign conventions. Write 800 cos 35 in the positive direction, and 100 cos 70 is in the negative direction, and 500 cos 60, right? It is in the negative direction actually, right? And again, for f of y, you can take it like for upper is positive and downward is negative. I think only this 500 sin 60 will be in the negative, right? Just write it and you will be getting 2 answers. Just substitute in the formula, resultant formula. So it seems like both answers are positive. Okay, so both answers are positive means sure the resultant will be lying in the positive quadrant, means the first quadrant. So R will be is equal to root of summation of f of x square plus f of y square. So you will be getting the R answer, just substitute it, and finally you will be getting alpha by using tan inverse of f of y by tan inverse of f of x. Right, just substitute and you will be getting, and you can conclude the answer by saying that the resultant lies in the first quadrant. So thank you all.